He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one.
And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than... Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Keith Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking... Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And they'll have first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw it on first down. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up first down. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. No look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds his target, Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one does not go far. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 47. Hits his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll throw on 1st. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They send the tight end in motion left. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Just a field goal separates these two. More from this one right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. They'll try and punch it in. Has the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys take a 4-point lead.
Our home team 3.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Throwing it to start this drive. And that falls incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So it'll be 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
35-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well. He's dropping back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They are throwing it again. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They send a man in motion. Going ground on first and goal. Runs it in for the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Little tacks on the extra point. And these guys push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked up by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and...
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now, following the turnover. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pass it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys capitalize on the fumble with 6. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense ready to get going again now. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. First throw for the backup now. Catch made underneath by the back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down. Simple dive up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. But he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And it can't hurt you in the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Play action on 1st down. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll give him a 1st down. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down right along the 30. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives them the 1st. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown! So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. The offense getting set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down, ball at the 36. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That brings us to halftime. It's a 14-point game after 2 quarters of play. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit.
And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the 2nd half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a...
school. Call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Into traffic. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Complete out to the right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 3. He's got a man left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Dumped off to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Little able to connect on the point after. And his guys push their lead to 18. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense getting all set for this series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Hits his running back. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 2nd and long. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch made over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking slant route, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Throwing now on first down. That one's complete, right side. And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up first down. Throwing it again here. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. From the 40 on 2nd down. Finds his man over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Hauled in left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a give running right. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Dropping back to throw. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They are throwing it again. He brings it in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. On 2nd and a few. Vacates quickly left side. And they take this in for the score. These guys can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys leading by 8. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw. Caught, nice game left side. He does it. Touchdown. These guys have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Little tax on the extra point. And these guys lead by 15 now. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Throwing now from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. You've got to keep moving quick here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 48. Connecting on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. He'll throw it yet again. Pass is caught at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to within 1 score. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.